Greetings, friends. This is part two to the HST viewpoint from Galactic friends. I had to I had to do another update when I listened to some of the hogwash that's being spewed through our mainstream media. I had to say a few more things. And the way the media is used by the One World Order boys and girls is pretty shameful, I must say. Uh, so it's up to us on the internet to get the truth out and to bring things into perspective. Now, what they're saying regarding the HST is, oh, it's going to go from 12% to 10%. Well, it shouldn't be there in the first place, folks. It should be zero. And we can get zero with less paperwork. You know, we hear this, oh, it's going to be so much easier. Well, you know what? I've run my own business. And yes, we need simplicity and we need less paperwork, that's for sure. But we can have both. We can have zero taxes where we shouldn't have taxes in the first place, and we can have less paperwork. That can all be ironed out. And with regard to the fraudulent taxes and the One World Order banking debt scheme that's been going on CNN the other evening, it said Greece is going to have to. This is what they said right on CNN. Greece is going to have to submit letting go of their sovereignty to the bankers. This is what they're saying to Greece right now because they've got them so much in debt, and they of course allow themselves to again give away their sovereignty banking wise to the international multinational corporate bankers. And that's exactly what's happening to them. So I'm saying once again, go back to using the Bank of Canada properly. And I have an update on the website right now that can demonstrate how that works properly. There's an update right now about North Dakota in the United States. They have no debt. They have no high unemployment. They have no big financial crisis. Why? Because they've maintained the sovereignty of their own banking system. It works when you allow sovereignty and you protect your citizens doing this by maintaining control of your monetary system. So to get back to the HST, it's still flim-flamming through the media, and I know the media have to do their job, and I know there's good people in media, but I'm just stressing the point that we must look beyond the smoke and mirrors that's constantly projected through mainstream media and get to the facts. The Bank of Canada link is on my website as well. There are plenty of updates also in my video and documentary updates section. You can go through there and get more insights on how this whole scam scene has been perpetuated in Canada. The GST is illegal in my books. That should have been rescinded, and the people who didn't rescind it should be thrown in jail. This is the way the situation is here. And the manipulation of the media to get the Harper government in power. Now they're saying through the media that, oh, they've got this wonderful majority. Well, how in a democracy, so-called democracy, is there a majority with only 40% of the vote? Obviously, there is a deep, deep, dark, and treacherous system in play here through our political system that they can say somehow they can get these One World Order puppets into power in Canada with only 40% of the vote and then call themselves a majority. I think that's despicable. And who are the people that voted these people in? Are they walking dead? Do they do their research? Do they do their due diligence? Uh, I mean, do they care that our country's been torn to shreds? Our sovereignty's been thrown down the shitter? I mean, do these people even care for their children's futures? I mean, let's be honest, folks. Let's be candid. I mean, enough, nicey stuff. Those days are, they haven't served us. Obviously, Canadians love to be nice, and I agree. Common courtesy and respect is a platform for Canada, but that doesn't mean we can't outright speak the truth when it needs to be spoken. And this whole austerity program of screwing our workers like Canada Post. I've been in unions and I've run my own business. I see both sides of the coin here, folks. We need simplicity and less tax for businesses, and we need honorable business practices where Canada Post they increase the cost to Canadians, and then they take that money and they buy Purelator with it instead of supporting their workers, instead of giving Canadians better service. The service they give now, I think, is repugnant. What we pay for and what we get is ridiculous, and that's got to change, as well as treating their employees with more respect. And this whole issue of austerity is another flim-flam by the One World Order bankers. For the amount of cuts that they're doing to people in Europe and around the world, it's all a plan to bring in the One World Order and to disenfranchise the people so they can maintain a martial art kind of Nazi mentality over. Now, people can say, oh, that can't be. Well, do your due diligence, do your research, and look at the numbers. Look at the falsehoods that keep being perpetuated in the mainstream media. They're finally getting it. They're finally seeing that, hey, wait a minute, what the alternative media people have been saying all along is actually the truth. So look at my website, check it out for yourself. It's all there on NESARA Canada. It's there in my update section. There's an update right now about North Dakota, how they've succeeded with their own currency system. So check it out. HST, no. 0, 0, 0. We can have 0 HST and we can have simplicity for paperwork for business people. Just let's make it happen, folks. It's us. The government is supposed to be working for us, not the bankers. The way they're operating now is treasonous. Take our country back. Instead of playing along with their charade and going along with the dubious nonsense through the media, cut through the BS and let's make positive co-creative changes within our communities. And I'm asking people to step forward and do that in BC and across Canada. Now, something else here. The media covered the swearing in of our new premier in British Columbia. Well, she's swearing in to the Queen of England. That to me is treasonous. You don't swear in to a foreign power. You swear in to uphold the Constitution, the values, and the laws of Canada and for the Canadian citizens. The government is supposed to be for the people, by the people, but it isn't right now. Obviously, they're for multinational corporations, they're for foreign powers, and that to me is treasonous. We need to change that. We need to take back our country. The film industry keeps whining and moaning that HST is good for them. Well, guess what, folks? I've worked in the film industry, and I can tell you they aren't hurting for money. They make billions, and there's a lot of Satanists who run these establishments who are directly connected with the One World Order bankers. They will support the government will support them. That's the way it is. It's a tag team. So they're not hurting, folks, so don't listen to the nonsense. They get more breaks than probably any other industry in Canada, and that's got to change too. We need to support more Canadian productions, and we need to support more Canadian the artist entertainment field. Also, what else? Okay, the Harper government, saying that it's the Harper government right then and there gives you a fascist perspective on things. Again, they're working for us, not for the One World Orders, for us. It's not the Harper government, it's the government of Canada for Canadians. And they've forgotten that. And we've got to remind them of this fact. So, you know, these people that have to mind control us with chemtrails, with fluoride in our water, with weather manipulation, with poisons in our food, they're really cowards. These people are cowards. They don't have power over us. We have the power. If they didn't think we were so powerful, they wouldn't need to do all of these limiting things to us, folks. So don't believe their nonsense. Take your power back. HST, no. More taxation, no. Less taxation with NESARA. And I say NESARA now, and the sooner the better. So don't give your power away to the lies, the manipulation, and the treachery that continues to permeate. All right? So that's it for now. Continue to check out our update section and the occasional tweet, and check out other YouTubes, and share this with as many people as you can. Thanks for listening, And what else? What else am I forgetting? Okay, yeah, that's it. So don't listen to the nonsense. Vote no for the HST, and let's take Canada back from these treasonous people. Thanks. Have a good one.